Good evening and welcome back. It's a Friday, that means it's the last working day of the week and last upload of the week. So today, frankly speaking, I didn't have much in the morning that I had thought of what I will plan for an update or any topic as such. But eventually, just a few hours back, when I had wound up my work, I was browsing through my Instagram stories and I bumped into this one specific ad which is from my own friend's company or my own friend's website. And I just went into the profile, clicked on the link in the bio, and went and saw what that ad was about and all. And I was, I couldn't believe what I was just seeing there. The only thing that came into my mind was what goes around comes around. That's what I felt. Now, what is this all about? I mean, I don't want to pick up names or anything, but for people who know me and people who know my past and the people who know who I was associated in the past, I think this is pretty obvious thing to guess what I'm talking about. Now, way back in the time, like flashback about 10 years ago, I was a part of this group who went out to revolutionize some specific form of photography in India, and we created website. We started pumping in content left, right, and center about different places that we are visiting. Some really what you call glamorous photographs of the places that we are going and all those stuff. And it was the peak of our photography thing, I would say, and we were recognized for it. And we were a group of five, and over a period of time, we realized that we just can't keep on going and creating. Going on traveling and creating content and just sharing. We need to do something for revenue stuff, and we need to figure out some way to do money. And we try to approach over a period of time we try to approach people who could sponsor us and all those things. Sometimes the articles that we used to write for the magazine, that used to generate some amount of revenue, but not everything was going into the company account. Sometimes it was individual, sometimes it was company and all. So one of the key things, just like any other photography startup way back in the time, that we did was conduct workshops, photography workshops. So photography workshops or photography expeditions. Now, kind of, I would say there are three different levels of it. One is the basics of photography, wherein we teach people what photography is all about, how to do photography and things like that. Second level is a photography workshop where we take them out on a weekend and shoot along with them, teach them the nuances, and if they are struggling, try to teach them how you have to tweak the settings to get the right image that they wanted and all. And a photography expedition usually used to be a much longer one, wherein we used to go on like kind of like a week long stuff, and we did a few of them in North India and some other places as well. So this was the whole thing. Like workshop was one of the revenue generating thing for us in the website. And I mean, internally in the group we had tons of disagreement and confusions regarding how much we should charge, how much the lead instructor should get and how much the secondary instructor should get, and what is the buffer of profit we have to do, and how much money will go to the company. I mean, it was a terrible experience. Like personally, I'm not a money person. I for whatever reason, when it comes to such things and there are too much of nitty gritties regarding monies and payments and all, I usually let it go. I mean, and the very moment you start treating people like, okay, you are the lead photographer, you are the secondary photographer, like you're doing it as a part of a company, and there were like five lead photographers, as I would say. And in a workshop, if two people are going to handle like a group of say 8 people, that used to be the maximum number of people we used to take. Like, so we usually literally split it up into like 4 and 4, wherein one photographer can concentrate on four students, like that. But even there, I mean, 4 plus 4, you can't say like, okay, the four participants are higher level and four are low, so lead photographer. And anyway, keeping those aside, so there was a lot of confusion regarding all those things, and there were like 1 or 2 people who never used to conduct workshop because that was not their strength and all the stuff. And it used to be three of us who used to do workshops quite regularly. and we did it for quite some time, not that we didn't do, and we successful, I would say. Okay, but sustainability was a bigger thing, like, because we being working professional, all five of us, and trying to come up with newer places, because we didn't wanted to do what every other photography company was doing, tours company was doing, like every weekend take a new group to the same place. We didn't wanted to do that. So we wanted to take people out on new places, explore something new, like, because we felt that when we go to new place and then we are also experiencing something new and different along with the student, it's a learning for both of us, and there was no harm in doing that. Okay, but somehow our commitments and all didn't allow us to do more frequent, and over a period of time it literally died down and so many things happened. That's when we started moving our attention towards videos, and 5 years continuously there were year-long projects that was done. And it was during that time that literally photo workshops didn't used to happen, and I don't think so the last 5 years the website is even active. So it was 2016 is when I came out of that group, or I came out of that company, and since then it's literally, the website is kind of dead. Okay, until, I mean, apart from the fact that only there are only three people who are there to so-called take care of it, it's quite literally dead, I would say. Now, why is it dead? Because the three people who are supposed to take care of it are having three different thoughts or three different commitments in their life, and they can't concentrate on this. Just like what it was with five of us, at least the two of us who left were giving more attention to it. That's what I felt, that's what I'm very confident that we were doing. But anyway, the other three people are something like, one was like, I mean, everyone was their own tied up with their own personal world and all the stuff. Now, out of these three, one person actually had this ambition of starting something new in the whole concept of photography and photography prints and all the stuff. And we were the first guys to actually introduce this whole concept of photograph rentals. Like, it's not camera rentals, it is prints, renting the prints. Because people don't buy prints, because like I mean, people are like, I mean, the research that we had done, people were more inclined towards buying art and not photographs, and we were somebody who were promoting photographs as art. And we came up with this whole solution wherein, like, we used to rent out photographs. Like, you as a customer, you can actually rent a particular photograph for like 3, 6, 9 or 12 months, and after that, if you're bored with it, change it to something else from our catalog, and we will give it to you for the same monthly rate or yearly rate or whatever. Or if you want to retain the photograph, if you liked it so much that you want to keep it, we'll sell it for you for like a discounted price. So this was introduced by one person, and it worked well. And we did exhibitions in some of the big places across India, wherein we gave these photographs, we kind of like rented it to them, and we told them it can be sold and all those stuff. And this person felt that this has a huge potential. He kind of started something parallel. He started his own stuff, wherein he started a standalone dedicated company which deals with photograph or print rentals and then print sales and all. Now, me being close to this person, I was like in constant touch with him, and he was not somebody who was into too much of this workshop and all the stuff. He believed in doing entrepreneurial stuff like these things, okay, or coming up with new concepts and ideas for our videos. Most of the ideas in the company, the videos that we did, were all from him, to be very honest with you. Now, I was in touch with him, I am in touch with him even today. And the fun thing is, like, every time I speak to him, his idea, his vision about his company kept on changing. What started off as a print rental, it eventually evolved into something called as like an app, photography services and photography exhibition, an app wherein you can do exhibition, a virtual exhibition, so many things. I mean, by this time, for the people who are listening to this, might be clear as to whom I'm talking about or what is that app I'm talking about. But that's fine. If it is working for him and it's all fine, it's okay, because he wanted to do it separate as a standalone thing from his own company, and he didn't wanted to do it from the other company which we were all partnered in the past. That's okay, because once I'm out, I can't drive like, why not do it here, why do it there and all. But the funny thing is, the ad that I saw today was about a photo workshop, and this photo workshop is conducted by him through his own company. And the way the whole program is structured is like he'll take the people out to a particular location. The location is also specified there, and it is, I think, a 3-day workshop. He takes them out, he teaches them photography. They shoot the fine art aspect. They shoot it with a mindset that they're creating fine art photographs. Once they create, it'll come back. They'll come back to Bangalore. He will take up the responsibility of curating all these things. Once he curates, he'll make an exhibition out of these images of the participants. And in the exhibition, the virtual viewers, have an option of buying these prints, I think limited number or whatever. And if something doesn't get sold at all, then there is also an option like wherein he's telling that he is giving out one print from per participant or something. He's giving them a complimentary print, high quality print. And overall, the pricing is also pretty steep, I would say. I don't know if steep is the right word, but it's quite expensive is what I felt. But it's okay because he's doing it like a one person per room type of an accommodation and so much stuff. It'll end up being expensive. But what I wanted to tell, like, I think I spoke for almost like 10 minutes now, but what I want to tell is like it went like literally a big circle. When we wanted to do workshop, not everyone could do at the same time or every weekend. We were asking like, okay, can you take it up, and people are like not very comfortable, keen, and all those things. And they had their own vision, their own mindset, their own thing about how to grow in photography. And eventually, after like, I would say like 5 and 10 years, it has come to a point wherein the same person is now doing photography workshop as a part of his own company. I found it really amusing, and I don't know what to say, but that's the thing that got my attention today. This whole photo workshop, creating fine art prints and putting it as a part of a virtual exhibition. Anyway, I really wish good luck for him and his company. I hope that more and more people turn out and this whole workshop concept works for him and he is able to make some revenue, because he's this one person who is continuing or pursuing his passion in photography itself, but trying to link a little bit of aspect about business and all those stuff. Like, I wish, but this whole mindset, like, I've seen how this company, his own new company, has evolved over the last 3 years or 4 years. And every time I hear about a new concept being introduced into his company, I swear, like, will it click like that? Now, I didn't know that he will be starting a workshop now, but let it be. It's good for him. If it works, it's good for him. And he's doing it with a smaller group. I think he'll be able to manage it also. There are other companies who have done workshops with one photo lead with 8 participants, 10 participants. So it's doable, but now with all this COVID things and restrictions and all those stuff, it's a little bit challenging, but it's up to him. That's what I would say. What goes around comes around. I think that's the right title for this video for today. Anyway, I'll just leave it here. I don't want to continue further because I don't want to pull out names and company names and app names and all those things and make it a little bit more obvious. I'll leave it to people who are watching it to figure out whom and what I'm talking about. Thank you so much for watching. Have a fantastic weekend. I'll see you back on Monday. Tomorrow is a quite interesting day, 10/10/2020. We had thought about buying a vehicle tomorrow, but that didn't work out, so that's postponed until early next year. But I have plans of registering a couple of websites and starting up few stuff related to websites tomorrow. And the community thing that I told you, the biking community stuff, that is getting registered tomorrow, at least the website part of it. So wish me good luck. I'll give you more update about how all these things went. There are papers right in front of me on which I'm doing all the wireframe of how the structure should be and all. I'm sharing it with the other folks who are involved in this. So pretty excited about it, and that's what will probably keep me occupied the whole of the weekend. No plans of going out anywhere. I want to stay back at home and attend to a few family things and stuff like that. So once again, thank you so much. Take care and bye-bye.